Okay. Well, let's hope this is the run. Mm, okay. Can start the timer. So last run, the hits we got on bosses were, I think, 2 on Gold Tree and 1 on Godskin Duo. And we got 2 hits on some running parts. Which, those are just minor mistakes. I know what I did wrong, so we can easily fix that. And when it comes to the boss fights, the hit on Godskin Duo was just because I thought Apostle was summoning, but he was using the fireball, so I got hit. And on Godfrey one time we got clipped by the earthquake because he dashed on some stairs and the hitbox was elevated, so jumping above it didn't work, and yeah, the second was just pure skill issue. So let's fix those mistakes. We did some practice, although Godfrey, it's gold 3 is still gold 3, so he can get stuck in his gazebo or dash around in a corner and push you into it, and yeah, just gold 3 activities. Ooh, not that many.
Goodbye.
In addition to that, let's not forget to save some runes for upgrading, because last run we had to do like 10 minutes of looking for some spare runes, just because I spent them after Gods Can Do and didn't have enough for a max upgrade, so let's avoid that. And yeah, other than that, it's just a casual run. An hour 15 of setup, and then we go on a boss rush. And the run in total does take about 2 hours 15, so.
Hey sir, but I can play turning to 80. You need to the foot. Then it summon me. I bequeath. Use it. It will some torrent. Treat him with.
So yeah, for now just the usual. We get the flail, we get the whetstone knife, we collect some graces, the physics, go to Kaled. The setup doesn't change really between runs. It works, and I guess you could say it ends. The setup ends after we kill patches. So still a while, but we get to do Mortgage right about an hour 15, maybe even before that.
You there? Could you help us out, Cully? You were just thank you. I was put and I ended. Oh, when they and so this is I hope.
Grab some mushrooms for sleep pots, although we'll have much more mushrooms than we need. We sooner run out of Chuna's Lily, so so now we go get the sleep pots recipe and get the physics flasks, and then we go scale it using the teleporter behind the church.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the false.
After we get to Kayla, the first thing we do is we cheese the Night Scaff. That gives us 55k runes. After that we go get the Grace at Fort Fareth, and we ride all the way to the, I think it's the Isolated Merchant in Caelid or in Dragonborough, and we buy the Beast Repellent Torch, and we use that to get into Fort Fareth undetected, where we get the Sword Seal, and that allows us to wield the flail. Which we then use on Grail. So yeah, we drop down this cliff in front of us, and there we can cheese the Night Scaff. Oof. Sketchy. So yeah, now we just wait. Simple. So yeah, on this run, the most risky bosses, or the bosses I get usually hit the most on, or lose the most rounds to, are definitely Goltree. And after that it's Malekith, just because, yeah, the fight can be easily whiffed with mistimed roll, and it is quite late into the run, so there's always some kind of stress involved that you're so far into the run and you don't want to get hit, so that's that. And there's of course Godfrey, which is just, you know, Godfrey. If you don't get the good phase 1, you don't get him staggered and set him up so that he immediately transitions the moment we get him into phase 2. So we transition him into like his phase 2 of phase 2, where he gets the arena-wide AoE attack. It does get a little bit more tricky. We do have to maneuver around him quite a bit. We use some poison darts that we pick up along the way, just so that we can avoid contact with him as much as we can, and then just wait for some poison to do the work and punish him in only the actually safe openings. Of course, that's only if we don't get a good phase 1 and we don't get a good beginning of phase 2.
How can I? Have a safe journey.
So now we go get the source seal. So yeah, one bot that's in the corner does aggro, but he's behind the wall, so... Grab this rune, I think 12. We drop down here and grab the source seal. Now if you just wait a bit, we can port out once the enemies aggro, and they will aggro because the rats aren't aggressive towards us because of the beast torch. So yeah, before we do Grail, we go back to Limgrave and we get another golden foul foot. That way we can maximize the amount of runes we get from Grail, which is I think about 100k if we do it with the golden foul foot, so... I think we get like 20% or 30% more with the foul foot, so... Because we can get them so easily, I think it's just worth it. And it does allow us to script some more fights easily later in the setup. So yeah, now it's just like 2 minutes of holding dash of 4 button. So yeah, even though we don't have any FP, we can still cast the spinning chain. It does like 1 or 2 damage now on hit, but we don't really care about the damage on hit, we just care about the bleed buildup, which stays the same whether we have FP or not. I think it should be 2 more bleed procs and we're good. So 2 more stamina bars and we should get it. We use the foul foot and we go and rest at the grace and get to round table hold and do some shopping. Wait for all the runes to come in.
To determine if you have. It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering. Very well at my hand.
Let me just make the music a tiny bit louder, because I can't even hear it. Bez? Nie, dziękuję. So now we go and we get some setup with some graces, and we go get the poison bone darts and crackblade. Later on we use this grace to go to fort, whatever that is, and we get flame grant me strength there, but we do that only after we get the Ash of War Assassin's Gambit, as that gives us additional stealth which we can use.
Welcome, dear customer. Well, you please. I'm hungry.
Now I usually go and stick to the right side when passing this tree, but I guess the left side makes it so that the that clam doesn't aggro on you. We get another crackpot from that guy. We'll pick up one more from a merchant in Limgrave. We grab this grace and we use it after Godric to go to Radan. So yeah, now we can go get the charge talisman and the charge attack tier and the other half of the Dectus medallion. So yeah, the setup is quite simple. We end up with 4 talismans. We get the charge attack talisman. The last talisman we equip is the Radagon Source Seal, and we also use Blue Dancer Charm and Ritual Sword, which we will all pick up during the setup. We will switch to 9 time at this grace because that allows us to do Fort Height without aggroing anything. So Jesus. Come on. Here we go. First try. We do a little bit of cleanup to avoid getting flame potted. So yeah, now we go to Gatefront. That run through always seems a bit sketchy with the crossbow bolts behind our back, but never got hit doing that before, and I think that's just the usual way to go through. Even on normal no-hit runs, and this is a normal no-hit run, but both the troll and the guards never hit you if you just keep on sprinting ahead. We get this grace for later on when we have to kill Bernal for his ball bearing. But that's one of the last steps of the setup, so. Still like half an hour to that. And we go and we free Alexander for his exalted flesh that he gives. We grab the grace beneath him for later on to do Blue Dancer charm.
Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck. I at peace.
And we grab some smithing stones and a crack pot up ahead. That dragonfly, I think it just aggroed on me, yep. And I don't want to get hit by that. I can just go back. Yeah, the dragon slice do still give me PTSD. Got hit on one run while running through Liurnia with my bow out, and just random dragonfly came out of nowhere and hit me. Which is quite a devastating hit. Because you don't even notice them on a normal run. So yeah, I think he aggroed. Let's just hope it returned to its place.
Oh, that's... well, I...
Okay. Okay, now we go to Liurnia and we collect all of the smithing stone 2s. Along the way we do Raya's questline. We get Altus access. Collect some kukris. Yeah. So yeah, once we get to Liurnia, we are basically halfway through the setup. After we complete like the setup part, we also do DTS, which could be considered part of the setup, and we kill patches for Morgott Shackle and some Foul Feet. Same goes for this part. They always swing at you, but I never actually got hit by one of them, even if they throw like the glintstone crystal thing.
No matter why don't. Oh, don't.
So we get all of these and all of these. Take the portal up ahead, all the way to the academy gate. And from there on we go and we collect some smithing stones. We should already have... oh, I guess I need that grace. We should already have 4 smithing stone twos, exactly. So we need 8 more. And I think we do end up with a total of 13, so... I guess we could avoid buying one of those smithing stones from the trader, but it's like 400 rooms, so... So we still got 5 smithing stone tools to go. We get 3 from a gazebo behind the dragon, and we get another 3 from beneath the academy gate where they're guarded by a crab. We go behind this dragon purely for these kukris. I have talked about it last stream, but the weirdest part for me is that the dragonflies aren't actually affected by the beast torch, even though they are considered an enemy with a health bar, but can hit you, just like hooves, just like the lightning goats, but yet they're not affected by the beast torch, which is quite strange to me with how they planned it out. So yeah, I got hit by one of the dragonflies just between those 2 balloons. I guess that was caused because I just stood in place for a bit too long and maybe ran a bit too close to the dragonfly, but still that was a devastating hit. from a literal bug. So we just can stick to the right side of the cliff and you're safe from the Loretta barrage. Grab some China lilies. We need only, I guess 7 in total sleep pods, but just in case we have to Memory of Grace out of, for example, Fire Giant, because he, I don't know, doesn't get stunned, or we miss one sleep pod on Godskin Duo, it's always better to have some more China's lilies. So we use a kukri. We miss. No, I guess we didn't miss. He was in an animation. Grab the smithing stones and we can just dip. Now we go to Bogart and we get the iron balls from him. We can completely script the skill using the iron balls. We just the flail. Just hit them once and then we can stun lock him.
Damn it. Why ain't it me?
And we will make it daytime just because there is a death rite bird on the way to Raya.
Hello? Hello? Please? Hell, it's rather my mistress. But I was a... Could I ask that thug only if you've... What a bless a thug, please.
So yeah, now some long
Did I forget? I see
dialogue.
to steady such, please. Brave most time. You are a volcano.
Okay. So now we go to Altus and we go and we get the smithing stone ball bearing, and we prepare a grace for the DTS. Additionally, on the way we pick up 2 smithing stone 5s, which allow us to upgrade our weapon all the way to plus 13. Wait, we don't accept Raya's invitation, we just grab this grace and we accept it only after we kill Bernal. Otherwise, we'll just move to Volcano Manor and we're locked out of Assassin's Gambit. We get the ball bearing, we get the smithing stone 5s, we upgrade, we leave ourselves 6.5k runes, which we use to buy Assassin's Gambit after killing Bernal, and we get the Assassin's Gambit and we do Blue Dancer Talisman Cave. And then all that's left is Fire grant me strength, Flame grant me strength, and we can skip all the way to DTS in the splits. I guess all the way, just one skip. So yeah, we won't need Uchi and the flail anymore. We can just equip the iron balls. And they will remain in our hand to the end of the run. What's up, Ninja Fall? How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm still recovering from a bit of a cold, but I am doing good. Ooh. We do not have the strength, I forgot. Let me just upgrade. Pump, just a little bit of strength. Leave some for the upgrades. So we get this smithing stone 5 down here, and we can just take the elevator back up and get out of the cave. We can also pick up this rune 5, but it's not really that many runes. And we can't port out because we do have to kill the boss in this dungeon to do that, and that's not necessary for our run, so we just run out. And now we go get the second smithing stone 5, and we get the DTS grace, so after that we can go and upgrade all the way to plus 13. We don't really need the golden seeds, we need like, I think the most we use is 2 blue flasks, so they're not really necessary on the run. What is that cat doing on the right side? It's a replacement for a face cam that I don't have yet, so it's just my profile picture, and it's as a of course an OBS overlay, not in game. My profile picture is a cat as well. Nice dude. Yeah, let me just blow my nose out. Okay. So we need 12 of these, and we need 9 of these. What's my PB? As you can see in the top right, you can see the number of the attempt, and the current PB is 5 hits. That's my best.
No matter loud, you're...
Okay, we can apply some Ashes of War, for example, to this dagger, and we can equip it. And let's pump up some strength and leave some runes for to buy Assassin's Gambit. Do I play on keyboard? Yes, I do. I started playing Souls-like on keyboard and I just never got... I do have a controller, but I just never got used to playing on it, so I don't really want to do the switch from keyboard. Need a bit more. I don't really want to do the switch from keyboard to controller. All my muscle memory is already on mouse and keyboard. Okay, we have Golden Vow, we need Cragblade with the heavy attunement, we can allocate some flasks. And this should be everything for... Let me just double check on my notes. Yeah, this should be everything.
I suppose I have what an enigma.
Simple.
To be certain, the volcano manor awaits you.
And now we can take Raya's hand to Volcano Manor. And Bernal's ball bearing will update as if we killed Rykard, because we killed him before accepting the invitation.
I knew. I hereby take my hand. Give me your. I will pray.
So yeah, we get the drawing room key, we get the letter from Bernal, and that updates the shop.
Perhaps. Will you rise with us? Now you the drawing room, but be sure.
This letter allows us to update Bernal's shop. I guess I can take like this for the next cave we do. Pop some runes. We apply the Ash of War and we use it here up top before we drop down. That way, once we drop down, we don't aggro the tentacle octopuses that are down here. Don't really need Assassin's Gambit, but might as well use it. With the beast torch out, the dogs don't aggro anyway. You can just hug the right wall to not aggro that scripted wolf attack. Then we can just safely pass by through this cave. And I guess we can equip the charge talisman and recast Assassin's Gambit. Now if you turn away, the moment you walk in while having Assassin's Gambit, the golem doesn't aggro up until you get all the way up to its ankle. Simple. And now we go get Flame Grant Me Strength. Yeah, the golems always get blasted by the iron balls. Not only are they weak to strike damage, but in addition to that, they have a weak spot on their ankle, which deals much more damage, so... Ooh, we have actually aggroed those guys. We'll make it nighttime just because that lowers the enemy detection rate. And we do that mainly so this guy up here doesn't aggro, as he does the Rain of Arrows attack, which covers the entire area around the fort, so we don't want to get hit by that. Okay, we can go to DTS. I guess we equip like this. DTS is of course a cheese, but yeah, that boss can sometimes jump away in the wrong direction, or you can miss a kukri, and yeah, that just means you have to reset. You can just Memory of Grace out of there, and you do have to run all the way back from the Grace we were running from, but it's just safer than actually trying to cheese him if he's not in the right spot. Okay. Let's hope this works first time. Yeah, this is what I meant by not jumping into the right direction. But still worked. You can jump a bit more further to the right than that. That's an automatic bailout, but he was close enough to the edge to push him off, so... Okay, we need to pop some more runes. We can do that. Let's do it by Kale. We'll just sell some of the runes we have.
Well, you're...
Should be
Goodbye
enough, I
for
think.
now.
A bit more.
What's it? Goodbye.
No, it should be enough. One more. Yeah, this guarantees getting that strength high enough, guarantees immediate transition to phase 2 of patches, so that's why we do it. Well, now we spawn Nurges, but we can just despawn him by running far enough away from his arena, just like this. What the? What is a demi-human doing here? Okay. Okay, we don't need this. We need Golden Vow. This. We can heal up.
Well, well, well. To a man's personal belongings. You scheming demand repentance. Cough up your coin. Wait, please. I surrender.
Simple.
It was bound to happen someday. What a shit show.
So yeah, now we go and we kill Gillica and we use the runes from Gillica to purchase the Mortgage Shackle and the Golden Foulfoot. Simple. Now we can buy the Mortgage Shackle. Let me just blow my nose out. Okay. We buy this and this, and we should have everything ready for Margit. Can rest at Disgrace to make sure we have everything. We should have the physics, the correct Ashes of War, right? Assassins, Iron Balls. We can memorize Flame Grant Me Strength while we're at it. Get rid of this notification. And that should be all. And we remove this one. And equip the Mortgage Shackle. Simple.
Smoldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of
And just like I said in the beginning,
brook thee no.
we get to Margit before
It's
on hour 15, so
you breached. Well, but of course.
right on time. We get this grace to activate Godric's Great Rune after we kill him. And now we just go to Godric and we have some pathing to do across Stormvale, but it's also scripted. I mean, not maybe scripted, but just a sad safe path. Ooh, that was close. I guess I should recast Assassin's Gambit after I throw the second kukri, that makes it safer. Hey, so Godric. I guess we can level up. So we use the Exalted Flesh to make the fight a bit quicker. And yeah. He can do some meme attacks. So that's why he's not my favorite fight. Ooh, he almost started the tornado attack. Yeah, our exalted flesh just ran out because he was stalling.
The Lord of
That's
all
why
that
2 hits
is
didn't transition in.
and one day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Now we go activate the Great Rune, and the next on the list is Radan. So we activate the Great Rune that allows us to use Flame Grant Me Strength, and we just go through Radan fully buffed. And Radan is also basically a scripted fight. All that we have to do is just not miss. And that's easier said than done because of the small hitboxes that the Iron Balls have and how the Trican system works on Radan. So we put all into strength and we activate the Great Rune. And pop a Rune Arc.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The fest... But...
Okay. We should have everything. Yep. Should I? Yeah, I guess I should. God damn it, I missed one charge attack and that doesn't stagger him enough. Jesus, dude. I would much more prefer to miss a tap or two than a charge, because that staggers him anyway. And I'm just not, I just don't want to risk the phase 2 fight if I can script the phase 1.
But now,
Yeah, that's what I meant with the hitboxes on this fight. You get kind of blocked by Rodan's body, and you can get really close, and the iron balls just miss the horse behind, so that's what happens. All good though. Okay, that's how it was supposed to go first try, but we got it, so that's right. I guess we can upgrade in the capital. We have to rest there anyway. We should be getting close. I mean, no, we will max out our strength. Well, maybe not max out, but hard cap our strength. So after that, we put everything into stem until we reach a 50 hard cap, with the Great Rune and Source Seal included. Because after that, I think for a whole 2 levels we get absolutely 0 additional stamina, just some equip load, which we of course don't need on this run, so... So yeah, while we're in capital, we'll save some runes on the way and pick up some smithing stone 6 and 7s. And another rune arc just in case, and I think it's a Newman's rune that gives I think 25k, so we also picked that up. But now we have to do some parkour. This way we don't trigger the avatar that's here in front of that gate. And to reset the Landel Knights, we do Rest at Disgrace, which causes Melina to force us into some dialogue.
For bringing here, and thus I shall do farewell. I shall leave. I wish you luck. You have. I have no. Grab another rune arc just in case we get hit and we have to refill. So yeah, now we just collect some smithing stones and some free runes along the way. It's a hero's rune, not a nomad's rune. Okay. And this is a smithing stone 5. Now we can upgrade and go... I guess we do go... We make a stop at Round Table Hall because we can collect the 3rd talisman pouch.
to become the thing as much.
Okay, so we go plus 58. Nah, we leave those rooms. No point. It would be barely one level, so. And we equip the charge attack talisman. Some enemies along the way stand up, but that's not because they're aggroed on us, that's just a scripted interaction that they have. Okay, let's hope Godfrey doesn't do some stupid shit. Which he is very capable of. Come on, dude. Okay. One of those rolls was really close, but I hate that boss. Skip to Morgan. I don't know, he just seems so much harder than the actual Godfrey. Both because of the arena and just, I don't know. Stinky boss. Actual Godfrey seems somehow easier to punish on most of his attacks. And we put the rest into endurance. Simple. Completely scripted.
are unprevented. The thorns are husk, the only way, and become my purpose. So I'd like to the flame then and guide.
Okay, we save some runes for upgrades, which we'll do in the mountaintops. Oof. Close on. Okay, so now mostly the second longest running part, except the setup. We go around the mountaintops, we can pick up the smithing stone ball bearing 3. We collect some smithing stones 4s and an ancient dragon smithing stone along the way, so that's why I'm saving some runes, because we have to buy some smithing stone 5s, so we have to buy all the smithing stone 6s. And then we also have to upgrade 7 or 6 times, so. Last run I forgot to save some runes and we had to run around the map looking for some spare runes around the graveyard, and you know, that's just no okay. We are basically completely set up for the rest of the run. We have all the Trinas lilies we need, we have all the cracked pots we need, we have all the talisman on all the talisman pouches, the great rune, and we pick up the missing smithing stones after we kill Godskin from the ball bearing they drop, so. We do on daytime because otherwise there's a night scav along the way. So once we get this ball bearing, I think I won't go to round table to upgrade, because we do have to go there a second time anyway after we pick up the smithing stone 7, so we just pick up the ball bearing, port back out to this grace up ahead, and continue with the run, and only go back to round table after we collect all the smithing stones. Fire Giant is also technically scripted, except his opening attack. After that we go up to him, we break his ankle with 1 charge heavy, and then we sleep him while he's stuck in the animation of holding his ankle. That way we can get 3 charge R2s in, and that stuns him, and we get another one to transition him into phase 2, and that makes the fight scripted in phase 1, and then in phase 2 at the beginning we recast Flame Grant Me Strength, and we throw 2 sleep pots at his hand, which also put him to sleep, and then we can do 4 charge R2s on his right hand while he's recovering from the sleep stagger. And that staggers him again, and then we can just finish him off with 2 charge R2s. Although Godskin Fire Giant does have some quirks that he can do. For example, he can do... Sometimes, I don't know why, when you hit a charge or 2 his right ankle, you just don't break it, even though you do the same damage, so... That is basically a memory of grace out of that. There's no reason to stay in the fight, and... risk Fire Giant doing some stupid rolls and getting stuck on stuff, so that's one thing. And the second phase is mostly scripted. There is a chance if we get unlucky spawns of the fire pillars, he spawns that we can't get to his hand fast enough, and that causes us to not be able to get all the 4 charge R2s in time, but I think that happened to me only once, so we should be also fine on that. And after that we have Godskin Duo, which is... I mean, it's not fully scripted, that's for sure, and the second phase you can get memed with some... I mean, there's no second phase, but once they respawn, you kind of get memed a bit. Last run, the Godskin Apostle didn't do a single attack after respawning, and he just was walking around me, and after like 20 seconds, I thought he would spawn in Noble, but instead he was doing a flame throw, so yeah, that was my bad. I just thought that after that many seconds he would just respawn and not attack, so that's a thing. And I mean, after they do respawn, while they're respawning, they're easily to sleep, and you just have to aim your other sleep bot in a correct position, and you can also sleep the Godskin that is being respawned, so... It's a matter of good RNG which attacks you get, if you can punish them easily. After that we have the bird part to run through, which is mostly safe with the route I take. However, last run we did get hit there because I just used Assassin's Gambit a bit too late, and yeah, that was my fault. And Malekith phase 1 isn't scripted, phase 2 is, as long as I hit all the charge R2s in phase 2. And Gideon is completely scripted. He goes down with just 3 charge heavies, and then it's Godfrey, who is also not scripted. Mostly not scripted. So yeah. Oop, this much more. Go for the ancient dragon smithing stone and the giant's head. And we go upgrade. First we offer this ball bearing, and we need 9 of these. And we need 8 of these.
those are the chat find them well.
Okay. I guess we can sell him some runes and upgrade. I mean, level up. Well, I guess we can get another level in. Okay, while we're here, I'm just gonna go to the toilet real quick. Be right back. Okay. Let's go to Fire Giant. So let me double check if we have everything. Yeah, the foul foot, talisman, sleep pods. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Simple. Okay. Guess we can upgrade this and we can level up. We need runes only after we go past Godskin, because that's when we get the ball bearing. Yeah, I'm gonna use a rune to fill up on that.
I have lost this world and death. Are you to commit? Very well. Let my hand.
Okay, dude, we can do this. This is the run, I'm telling you. And let me change the music to something more chill. Makes me feel like in a fight. I mean, that is, I think, concert or dance fight music, so. Okay. Are we prepped for Godskin? We should be. okay, he got slapped. Jesus. I missed that one a bit, so that was scary. Okay. Holy shit. Okay, we need 6 of these. And 8 of these. And we should have a plus 25. Additionally, we'll need this and this for the future running parts.
Lay out your up.
What's up, Georgia Lewis? How you doing? It's good, it's good. We have a good run. Yep, yep. Enjoying it a lot. Especially if I succeed this run, this would be perfect. I'll respond to you in a moment. Let me just focus up on this running part. I need to lock in. Yeah, this game's graphics. I mean, are good. I would say more the entire world building is the most memorizable. Let me reset the birds again. Is this your main game for stream, or you would usually play other games as well? This is my main game for streaming. And I do also play other games, however, for now, even when I'm off stream, I still do play Elden Ring. you ever played Dead by Daylight? I tried it when it was, I think, on like Xbox Game Pass when it was for free, but I never actually got into it. But I did try it. It was okay, but it just wasn't my style of game. How much do we need for another level? Should be able to get from these runes enough. Yep. But yeah, like I said, I tried it, it just didn't click with me, it's just not my type of game. I'm from Poland. Polska. Okay, let me lock in for this fight.
Thou who approacheth destined death, I will not have it stolen from me again.
Come on, staller. What? Ooh, okay. We got it. Okay.
To kill what?
I should have done a quick R2 after he staggered in his face, but I got a bit stuck on his body, so I didn't know if I had the time to repost him after that, so all good. I guess we can use the remembrance. But yeah, Poland is definitely a good country to live in many aspects. I mean, you know, when you're living in a country, I guess you always find some faults in like the government and how it works, but with other countries in mind, I think we do have it pretty nice. Okay. Gideon is a pushover on this run because he's completely scripted, so. What games do you play, Lewis?
I knew you'd come.
I'm guessing
To stand before the Elden Ring.
Dead by Daylight, but
To become Elden
something
Lord.
else you like?
What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas. I know in my bones a tarnished cannot become a lord. Not even you. A man cannot kill
Jesus.
a god.
Died 20 seconds ago, still talking. Okay, let me take my watch off because someone's constantly writing to me. Okay, equip some poison darts in case we get a bad phase too. Jesus. Okay. Last actual boss fight. Ooh, I think we got a stagger right there. Oh, no. Ooh. This is nice. This isn't as much, but... Okay.
Tarnished.
Jesus. GG.
Thy strength. The fancy crown.
Final boss. Final boss. Okay. Yeah, easy. This is easy. Scripted completely. Ah, GG's. There we go, dude. Simple. Simple. Wait for the runes to pop up. Yeah, this run definitely wasn't perfect. We got some bad RNG and some really close calls, but still, I'm surprised we got it under 10 attempts. So doing it on run number 7 is, I think, a really good score. So still happy about it. Thank you, Pax. What's up? You finally got the run. Crazy. I'm not gonna lie, kinda sweaty hands, kinda didn't expect to get it so soon. I guess, you know, I did practice a bit, but still. GG's. But like I said, we did get some bad RNG. We got, I mean, the Godric fight was okay. The God run soon, yeah, of course. Oh, immediately go for the God run 3 without ever playing Demon Souls or Dark Souls 1 or 2. But yeah, we got okay Godric RNG. We got not the best Radan RNG. We had 2 Memory of Grace ones. We got okay Godskin Duo. We had good Fire Giant. Decent Malikev, even though it was a bit close at the end. Godfrey also was perfect, so no problem there, and Radabeast also was good. So GG's. This was surprisingly easy to how hard it seemed in the beginning.
Our seed will look back upon us and recall.
So yeah, really surprised we got this so soon. Are you going to attempt to no-hit the DLC after you no-hit the base? You mean in this run? In this run, definitely no. I'm saving this run. I'm ending the stream probably in a bit, and I am submitting this run to Team Hitless for a verifier to verify it. That way I can get it officially verified as a no-hit run. But I do plan to go further with no-hit runs. I think the next goal is definitely no-hit all great runes. But that does add some troubles along the way, like we have to do Renala, which also involves Red Wolf, which I completely don't know the moveset of to no-hit him. That adds we have to kill Rykard, but I guess we can just... no, there's a way to script him. I know there's a way to script him with the Serpent Hunter. We can just also max the Serpent Hunter. Thankfully he breaks in 2 charged. Really? I thought he had like 80 poise. Well, if he... well, that's surprising. Yeah, the wolf, yeah. I thought all main game bosses have 80 poise, so... yeah, I guess that's cool. I think there's a way to cheese that boss by going into the arena with Assassin's Gambit on and going back to the fog gate so that he doesn't aggro, and I think you can sleep him with a sleep pod to script him, although I might be wrong, so... but yeah, that adds the all great runes adds Rykard, and of course the... well, yeah, there's also Moog, but yeah, I guess Moog can be a bit scripted if you get a good like Frost or Arcane build, and we have a Renala access, so we can respec anyway. And the biggest challenge of the run is definitely Melania, because I know how to beat Melania. That's not really a problem, but I know how to beat her with definitely not hitless. I learned Melania while doing while using parries, so yeah, doing her hitless and learning her without parries, and learning how to dodge waterfall, because before I just used Vow of Indomitable to dodge most of the waterfowl, and yeah, I'll have to learn how to do it consistently. But yeah, GG's. This was, like I said, this was surprisingly easy. The run wasn't perfect, this one. The real question is, do you ever plan to start a fresh run and do hitless with waterfall, just hit her with a pot, she falls down? Yeah, I know we can freeze her to do that, but I don't think her frostbite, what's it called? Frostbite, like, I think you can only frostbite her once during the fight. I think you can do it once in phase 1 and once in phase 2. But I think she doesn't reset her like frostbite counter, so the next time you have to use 2 free spots, I think. And if you get bad RNG, I mean, if you don't kill her quickly, you're almost guaranteed 2 waterfowls, one at like 70% HP and one like at about 20-30% HP. But yeah, I do all the future runs, like all great runes, will of course be done from the bottom up, so we start completely fresh and we do the fresh run, do this complete run, and after completing it we just switch to doing the rest of the bosses like Renala, Moog, Rykard and Melania. Oh, and I guess there's also, you do have to kill Nile to get to Melania and Loretta, so I have to learn the castle soul skip, the one where you jump on top of a tree and avoid the fight. At that point, throwing Plassy, yeah, but Placidux, Plassy has only a remembrance, so when I'm doing all great runs run, I'm just going to do all bosses that have a great rune, except of course DLC, because Scadutree Avatar I think drops a great rune, but that doesn't really count in the official hitless rules. And yeah, if I complete a all great runes run, I'll do an all remembrance one, because well, that adds the deer in Noxtella, which is a pushover. It adds Placidusax, which, yeah, I guess I would just have to learn, and Fortisax, which is the biggest pain in the ass, because you do have to respec for him, because, you know, FromSoft added Fias champions, and you can't really kill them reliably without somewhat of a cheese. So you kill Elden Beast, you get the, I'll get the remembrance right now. You get the remembrance sword, and you go to Relana and you respec into a faith build. Grab this sword, and with this you can just, once you start the fight with Fias champions, you can just go to the back of the arena and just spam the Ash of War, and that kills the NPCs without a problem. And yeah, there's Fortisax, but that's just a dragon. Although I do guess he does have his Deathblade attacks. You can level into it while killing bosses and save Fia for last. You'd be able to save time. Yeah, I mean, Fia would definitely be the last. I don't know if we... Well, I guess we do, because we have max strength right now. We would definitely switch to Howl of Shabriri, instead of Flame Grant Me Strength, as that lasts longer. If we're already at Mount Gelmir, we can also get the Golden Vow Incantation that lasts 80 seconds instead of 40, I think, and adds a bonus per% damage. And I do guess for like the harder bosses we would also get Red Feathered Brandsword, as that's also kind of a scripted kill with the Deathrite Bird. I'm not using RTSR mainly because it just takes a bit more time before every boss fight to prepare it, so yeah. I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. I think the Old Great Runes run could grab Marika Sorceal too, so that's an extra 5. Yeah, I mean, it really depends how much levels we get after we do... You know, if I do Fias Champions last, I guess we should be at like 50, maybe Faith by that point. I stop leveling Strength out until level 80, we get Endurance to 50, and then put all the rest of the runes into Faith, and yeah, I guess we should... Maybe there won't even be a need to respec for that, so yeah, we'll see. I'll probably do some... Once we get to the run, I'll probably do some routing and check out some strats online, like Gino Machino or Dinos and Guile. I know they did this run in a similar way, so yeah. But for now, I'm probably gonna take like a 2 to 3 days break. I'll get the run sent to Team Hitless, get it verified, and I'll probably practice some bosses offline just to check out how it looks like. And yeah, the next stream will probably be all Great Runes, like routing, or maybe just a practice run. Yeah, GG's. Thank you very much, Bax. By the way, did you stream last night? Cause while I was awake, I didn't get to really... I didn't see you live, so I'm guessing if you were streaming, I was asleep at that point. Hanshodo, not Elden. Yeah, I search your name. I guess you streamed exactly when I was asleep. So yeah, we miss each other. I guess your late evening is my like 2, 3 a.m. So I'm asleep. But yeah, dude, we got it. GG's. I think that's for now, at least. For now, at least, that's it. So yeah, thank you for popping by. Glad you got to see the end of the run. I'm glad we actually got it, and yeah, I think that's it. I think we got through my playlist twice on this run. So yeah, GG. Have a good stream if you stream again today, Pax, and yeah, goodbye.